In the modern day, the question of what capitalism has done for society is becoming ever pertinent amongst young people like me. We bemoan the negatives of capitalism. The tax-dodging 1% are the reason why it should be neglected in favour of socialism, despite the fact that the top 1% have been paying the highest levels of income tax in the last few years by historical standards in the UK. We bemoan income equality too. We scream about its increase, but then often neglect that a greater proportion of people than ever before have wealth that only a couple or so generations ago would have been inconceivable. Of course, those that express concerns about capitalism aren't always completely misguided. Corporatism, for example, should be rightly critiqued. Corporate dominance, facilitated by the government, stifles competition, creating monopolies. But this is not the fault of capitalism in itself. It is the fault of government. In reality, capitalism has improved the lives of billions of people. It has overseen a drastic drop in global poverty, mortality rates, and the percentage of people living at starvation level. These are facts, so before we attack capitalism as an idea, we must remember the good it has done in the world. Capitalism encourages freedom, creativity, and entrepreneurialism, which is why we young people enjoy many of the things we take for granted today. McDonald's, Uber, iPhone, chain restaurants, and social media. All of these things that we know and love are a product of capitalism, giving business the opportunity and freedom to create products that we enjoy, but also giving us the freedom and choice to choose where we spend our money and how we utilise our skills. Our freedom to choose is a direct result of capitalism. Comparing this to leftist ideologies like communism and socialism, whilst they may seem very well intended, they inevitably lead to starvation, poverty, unemployment, and authoritarianism. There's just no other way around it. Just look at Venezuela. Deemed a beacon of hope by Corbyn's Labour Party, classic socialist tendencies such as nationalisation, property seizure, and the suppression of political opposition has led to the misery of millions. And we can talk about sanctions, but sanctions do not explain the political choices of Maduro's government. It also doesn't explain why his predecessor owns 100,000 acres of land and £360 million worth of liquid assets. That isn't equality, despite its intention. So whilst capitalism isn't perfect, it is most certainly an idea that we must cherish, and it's time we started defending it.